Okay, so this is a homework problem from 2.2. We are given this statement, P or not Q implies R or Q, and we're supposed to use the logical equivalence that P implies Q is logically equivalent to not P or Q. Okay, so this is given, and we're supposed to use this to rewrite this statement without an implication, with no arrows. Just no arrows. Okay, so I'm supposed to use this to rewrite this with no arrows. Okay, so we're going to think of this as the left-hand side of this equivalence. So something implies something, and we have something implies something. So they used P and Q to represent the two sides of the implication. So this side is going to play the part of P, and this side is going to play the part of Q. So I'm just going to use some colors to make that clear. So I'm going to highlight this in purple so that we can see that this is playing the part of the left side of the implication, the P. Okay. And then this one I'm going to highlight in orange so we can see that it's playing the part of the right side of the implication, Q. Okay, so this one is like P. Okay, and it's a little confusing because we have P's and Q's floating around here already, but this one is playing the part of Q in the given equivalence. Okay, so this is a thing implies another thing, okay? And this is a thing implies another thing. So I can use this logical equivalence. So if a thing implies another thing, that is supposed to be logically equivalent to not the first thing or the second thing. Okay, so I need to do not the purple or the orange. Okay, so I'm going to have not the purple, P or not Q, or the orange. And what's in orange is R or Q. Okay, so in part A, we converted this original statement to a logically equivalent statement, but got rid of the implication. Okay. And in part B, we're supposed to get rid of all these ors. So there's an or here and here and here. I'm supposed to rewrite the statement with no ors. This is what I'm being allowed to use. I'm also going to use De Morgan's law. Okay, so De Morgan's law, it talks about distributing this negative sign. So when you distribute a negative sign to the parentheses like this, it's going to put it on each of the statements, but it's going to change the or to an and. So that was De Morgan's law. Okay, so this becomes not P and Q. Okay, so that is just De Morgan's law, and I'm just writing the rest of this down. Okay, so I got rid of the first or. That or is gone. Don't have to worry about it. Now I'm going to use this given statement, this logical equivalence, to get rid of this or in the middle. Okay, so this half of my or statement is going to play the role of P, and this half of my or statement is going to play the role of Q. So I'm going to use some colors to show what we're doing here. So P is going to be all of this. And Q is going to be all of this. Okay, and then I'm going to apply this rule to this or statement. Okay, so my given logical equivalence says that P or Q is going to be logically equivalent to not. So let's start by writing down the not and opening the parentheses. Okay, not P, so not purple. Okay, so not what's written in purple. Oops. Not P and Q. Okay, so that's my not P, not purple, okay, and not Q. So now I need an and a not, and Q is what is written in orange. So I need not the letter Q, but what's written in orange, R or Q. Okay, Now I can use De Morgan's law on this last piece here. I can distribute that negative sign, change that to an and I will have all my ors gone. So I have not P and Q, and not R and not Q. Okay, so I'm just going to go back and highlight. So anywhere I had a P, I highlighted in purple here. I'm just going to continue through and do that highlighting again. So that was purple. And so I rewrote the purple here in place of P. Okay, and then that stayed in the next line. I didn't do any work on that. Okay, and then my Q showed up over here. So this was my Q. So I just put a not in front of it like the rule said, and then I did De Morgan's law.